Welcome and thank you. My name is Therese Lane, and I am in the marketing group here at RiverWoods Durham, and I am joined by my colleague Dan Witham, who's also in marketing, part of the marketing team here at RiverWoods Durham. And we want to thank you for taking the time to learn about our community in this online open house. We're going to cover what a CCRC is and really dive in deep about the lifestyle here at RiverWoods Durham. So I'll first start with a little bit of housekeeping. We know you're all familiar with Zoom. You're all on mute, but we welcome your questions. So in the bottom section there is a Q&A box. That's where we would like you to submit your questions. And at the end of the presentation, we will go through your questions. If you do have any suggestions on how to improve this, we welcome that. If you have any ideas for future topics, please let us know. We provide a whole range of topics on our webinars. So the story behind RiverWoods is that this was a grassroots effort. It began by two women separately working at their own kitchen tables, Mariana Hatch of Durham and Rosemary Coffin of Exeter. They were introduced to each other by a mutual friend because both of them wanted to build community where they could have new friends, where they could be in a supportive environment and have their future healthcare needs taken care of. Mariana was part of the UNH community, and Rosemary Coffin and her husband were part of the Phillips Exeter community. So they understood the value and the benefit that community can provide. And Mariana was working with helping family members as they were aging, living in their own homes. So they wanted to provide health care as well as they built this community. So RiverWoods Exeter, it's been in the making for 35 years. They have been open for since 1994. So what is a continuing care retirement community? It goes by the acronym CCRC. A CCRC is a life care community where it is a smart financial decision because you have financial security, you have predictability of what you will pay no matter what the future holds for your healthcare needs. You know that your care, your nursing care, and your housing needs will be guaranteed for the rest of your life. So if a person comes into the community and they will pay an entrance fee, it's highly refundable. For a single person, 90% of that entrance fee is refundable. For a couple, 80% is refundable. So you have estate preservation there to leave for your heirs. And you have a predictable monthly service fee. So as your healthcare needs may change and you may need more health care down the road, you are not paying market rate for that increased level of care. You'll also enjoy peace of mind of knowing that you are remaining in control of the decisions that are made for you. You are remaining in control, and that's really the left side of the brain, the more logical, it's a smart financial decision. It's smart to have your health care all taken care of and planned for, but it's also, if you think of the right side of the brain, it's a wonderful lifestyle. And people are really surprised at just what an incredible, thriving, vibrant community it is. You'll meet a lot of wonderful friends. There's opportunities to get involved as much as you want or as little as you want. So a little more on CCRC. You enter when you're independent, when you can safely live on your own. The minimum age is 62. We do provide 4 levels of care. So we have independent living, assisted living, memory support, and nursing care. And residents can transition between those 4 levels of care at any time their health needs dictate it. So people tend to think it's very linear. They think, well, I would probably go from my independent apartment, then to assisted living, and then maybe to, full-time nursing. A lot of times it can be very cyclical. You may have surgery, you may temporarily need health care. You can be over in Newfound Lodge and then go back to your independent apartment. So that health care is always there for you. There's services and amenities provided at every level of care, and I'll go into detail a little bit later on all of those services and amenities. And so there are 2 fees. Again, I mentioned the entrance fee when you come in, that's highly refundable, and there's a monthly service fee. And a portion of both of these fees are tax deductible. So this is an aerial view of the community. We have 5 independent wings with 150 independent apartments. And then in the back there, that is the healthcare center, Newfound Lodge. So it is, it's one community, and we're just attached by a hallway, so you don't ever have to walk outside. And then in the central area is what we call our commons. We have the lobby, we have the bistro above that on the next floor up, the first floor, and then the fitness center on the second floor. You'll see on the left-hand side, there are a number of raised garden beds. We do have a lot of residents who enjoy gardening, and we built even more garden beds. And then the blue in the background, that is Great Bay. We are a 1/4 mile to Oyster River, and Oyster River opens up right into Great Bay. So a lot of residents enjoy kayaking, and we a lot of times will have kayak trips putting right in close to the building. So this is a list of services and amenities, and I'm going to cover the ones briefly here that we're not going to go into more detail later. So I'm saving dining because we are going to go into detail there, but there's a full activities calendar, whether that's offsite events or in-person events. And I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Housekeeping and laundry services are included in the monthly service fee. Housekeeping is every 2 weeks. They will wash your flat linens, your towels, your sheets. Indoor and outdoor maintenance is included. And then a wonderful amenity is the wellness center. The wellness center is staffed by a nurse practitioner, by an RN, and by our director of social services. So they're there. It's open Monday through Friday. If you don't need an appointment in the morning, or you can make an appointment for the afternoon. So it's great to always have the team there should you need them, should you not be feeling well. They're not replacing your PCP, but they can act in liaison with your PCP. If you were put on new medication, you can stop in and have them monitor you. They can do blood work as well, send out blood work to your doctor. So there's a lot of different services that they will provide. As well, they also bring in specialists on a scheduled basis. They'll bring in a dermatologist, an ear doctor, podiatrist. So that's also nice that they're arranging that and coordinating that for independent residents. Healthcare is available to you at any time, because we're going to go into more detail on the full healthcare center there. But you have all of that available to you. Of course, we have emergency response as well. So you can wear an e-call pendant and they will respond if you're anywhere in the building. Courtesy transportation, it is scheduled transportation. They will take you to doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. Even if you need to go down to Logan, if you need to take the train, Amtrak train is in Durham, they can drive you there. If you were then headed to Logan Airport from the train, or if you were headed to the airport and taking C&J Trailways, our campus services team will drive you to C&J Trailways bus station as well. If it's within the 25-mile radius, there is no charge for that. But if you had, say, a specialist in Massachusetts, they can take you there outside of the 25-mile radius. You would just pay a nominal fee for that. We have a beautiful creativity studio. It's a nice, light, bright studio, art studio. We bring in an outside instructor. She teaches drawing, watercolor classes, but it's a really wonderful room and studio for residents to either work on whether they're quilting or sewing or knitting or painting. And there's lots of individual cabinet space for them to keep all of their supplies there. We have a wonderful library, and we do work also with the Durham Public Library as well. And when residents join, they can also get a Wildcat card at the university, and that gives them access to the University of New Hampshire's beautiful Diamond Library. It's a great research library. We have a wonderful woodworking shop. A lot of residents enjoy that. I'll mention the raised garden beds again. We have a community store run by residents. They supply lots of different sundry items so that you don't have to go out to the store all the time. And then we have beautiful walking trails that we'll show you. And all of the utilities are included. So as well as your heating, air conditioning, your landline phone is included, the internet is included, and basic cable is included. So it's really nice to dwindle down the number of bills you have to pay each month. All right, so next I'm going to turn it over to Dan, and he's going to bring us inside the community and show you a lot of our common areas.
Wonderful. Thank you, Therese, and thank you everyone for joining today, and hope you're learning a lot about our wonderful opportunities at RiverWoods Durham, wonderful connection with the community that we have. So now we're moving inside our community. We start always with our reception lobby. This is our entrance point to the common areas on our first level or ground level at RiverWoods Durham. So it's a wonderful entrance. Right now, it's all decorated seasonally for the holidays. So if anyone is coming for an upcoming tour of RiverWoods Durham, you'll see our wonderful holiday decor done by staff and residents alike, which is wonderful. The beautiful stacked stone fireplace you'll see in the background, some nice comfortable chairs. And off to the right is our front desk area. Our front desk is a key entry point to RiverWoods Durham. Our wonderful staff that will take care of residents' needs, whether it's assisting with transportation, delivery, shipping, mail, all those fun items are all done just right off the main reception lobby area. As we move from the lobby into our left-hand side in the community, this is our living room, or otherwise known as our Piscataqua room. It's a wonderful word to say. It's one of the local rivers in the Portsmouth area. This is a wonderful area where residents will gather throughout the course of the day, a lot more in the mornings and then in the afternoons. We have a wonderful selection of newspapers, everything from the New York Times, Boston Globe, Wall Street Journal, and some other local newspapers, all the crossword puzzles that come in daily as well. We have a wonderful assortment of coffee and tea available to our residents right here as well. And then residents will also do puzzles in this area. But it's a great area just for residents to socialize outside of their home or their apartment. And also outside to the right, we have an outdoor seating area as well with some rocking chairs, of course, when the weather is nicer. So it's a great opportunity for residents to converse every day or when it's appropriate or the right timing for them. Off to the left, you just can't see it here, is our residential mailbox area. So we have the US mail and then our resident internal mail, and a wonderful selection of bulletin boards featuring local opportunities to partner with the community And also a wonderful UNH bulletin board, keeping our residents up to date with the local activities going on in the local university, whether it's shows, plays, or opportunities, sporting events, and alike. So just a wonderful area for people to get together and socialize. This is a background or a backdrop of our library. So these are two of our current residents, Chad and Diane, that live here. Our library here at RiverWoods Durham, as Therese mentioned a little bit before, it's a resident-run library. So our residents will volunteer their time on a daily basis to kind of maintain the library, assist with books coming and going. We also have a wonderful relationship with the Durham Public Library that they'll drop off books on a weekly basis for our residents. And then also the UNH Diamond Library, as Therese mentioned, with the Wildcat card access, our residents have access to the wonderful UNH Diamond Library, which is home to about 2.8 million publications. So there's never enough time in a day to go through all of those opportunities. We also have several book clubs that run through our library with our residents. Some are resident only, some are residents and staff. So it gives opportunity for residents to really participate in the ways that they best see fit. The next slide, this shows our Rosebrook Salon and Spa. This is located on the ground level right here inside of RiverWoods Durham. It's a wonderful opportunity for our residents to have a salon and spa right here at their footsteps. So a wonderful opportunity for hair, so men's and women's haircuts. We also do pedicures, manicures, and then full massage services right here on the community. Just steps away from the main common area. So wonderful during the holiday season, very busy. A lot of our local residents will come down on a daily basis or weekly basis. So a great opportunity for them right here inside the walls of RiverWoods Durham. And then a big essential part of any retirement living or continuing care retirement location is dining. So dining is a very important part at RiverWoods Durham. We have a wonderful dining room that serves 2 meals, lunch and dinner. We also have a marketplace, which I'll show you momentarily. A very large L-shaped dining room with access to outdoor tables for outdoor seating when the weather is nice as well. We have a wonderful culinary team that adapts our menus, which change on a regular basis, and really customize our menus to meet the needs of our residents. We have a wonderful resident dining committee as well that assists with our culinary team and our dining teams to really give the best experience here at RiverWoods. This is a wonderful floor plan just showing our dining area. So you'll see in the lower portion is our marketplace dining. We call the bistro here. Our kitchen is very centralized, and then dining towards the top we call Jackson's Landing, which is a little more of our dinner area. You'll see the outdoor patio to the top right. That is an outdoor entrance to our wonderful lawn area, outdoor terrace area. We'll do a lot of community events. In the summer, we do wonderful clam bakes, we do barbecues, and then some additional entertainment that we'll bring in for our residents to participate in different games or just have different programs that take place out there. And then to our left, you'll see the multi-purpose room, which we call Tremont Place. That is our large social or community room here at RiverWoods Durham. It's a wonderful place for our residents to gather. And we have speakers, movie nights, or just general presentations. Recently in November, as Therese is very well aware, we just celebrated our 3rd anniversary at RiverWoods Durham, which was really exciting. And our residents had a wonderful chance to get together, have dinner, and brought in a band, wonderful dance floor. So it was a great opportunity for our residents to enjoy that entire location. This is showing our marketplace in our dining area. Our marketplace is available for our residents. When we talk about dining, our dining is on points. Our residents enjoy 18 points per day, which equals about 548 points a month. Points are done on a system value. We'll see our menus shortly that will show you what items cost on the menu. It equivalents to just over a meal a day. So we always say about a little over a meal and a half a day for our residents. The marketplace area here, you'll see on the left-hand side is a wonderful array of assorted items that people can take back to their apartments or just sit in the dining room and consume. They could be everything from a half gallon of milk, a dozen eggs. We have Gifford's ice cream, which is a big popular item here at RiverWoods Durham and many of our RiverWoods communities. You can also get small breakfast sandwiches, fruit, yogurt parfaits, and those items. So all these are done on your points. And then we have a wonderful array of beverages that are always available, coffee service, water, lemonade, those types of items. As we move, seeing a different view of the dining area. you'll see we have a wonderful mix of different seating styles. So some community tables, some soft seating. So if people want more comfortable, just having a cup of coffee versus a full dinner. And then we have a multitude of dining tables. Our residents will receive their food, go up and order at the counter, and then all the food is delivered to their table. So it's a wonderful bistro style dining. In the background here, you'll see a little bit of our open kitchen concept. You can see straight ahead our wonderful pizza oven that we have here at RiverWoods Durham. So we do custom pizza for all of our residents. We also have a salad bar that is available for residents. It's done by our staff, but you can pick and choose your items and your lettuce and your proteins, a wonderful array of soups. And then we have a wonderful rotisserie oven with a roast chickens right here on site as well. And then down below, you can see one of our dining tables that is here. Moving forward, this is a sample of our bistro menu. We always feel it's really important to show our menus here at RiverWoods Durham to kind of give you a sample of what items are available. A wonderful selection of soups and salads, items off the grill. We run wonderful daily lunch specials and dinner specials each day, featuring a lot of local ingredients from local farms. We are also near the seacoast, so we have wonderful seafood options available to our residents as well. So you'll see on the right of each menu item, the points value. Again, we run at 18 points per day for our residents that live here. And then on the left before each menu item, you'll see our menus are coded as far as showing gluten-free items, dairy-free items, and then our other favorite free of onions and garlic items. So really try to work with our residents and have wonderful opportunities for them to enjoy dining here. This is our sample of our Jackson's Landing or dinner menu. So a few more upgraded items, some plant-forward items. So those people that have special dietary or plant diets, that is even on our menus. We really try to focus on really maintaining a really open menu for our residents so they can enjoy dining here at their leisure. We also do to-go items. So if residents want to take their food and go back to their apartment or their home, that's also another option for them as well. Our menus are running Monday through Friday. We also do Sunday brunch, which is a wonderful opportunity. It's a menu item brunch, not a buffet brunch. And then we do happy hours on Thursday. So another really exciting time for residents to gather with hors d'oeuvres and cocktails up in the bistro area. And Teresa is going to now take from dining to how our residents stay fit here at our community.
Great, thanks, Dan. Yeah, there's a lot that's offered in our fitness area. This fitness center is open 24 hours a day. We have state-of-the-art fitness equipment here, and we have 3 fitness instructors. And the classes that they offer, offer a wide breadth of classes, 42 different classes a week. And that they range anywhere from strength and balance to cardio, to core, 9 different yoga classes, Tai Chi, mindfulness movement classes. So there's a huge range of classes to choose from. And we do have a separate yoga studio and a separate cardio room. So there can actually be 3 classes going on at the same time. Our fitness manager does an amazing job of taking fitness outdoors. So in the top right-hand corner, you'll see Susan there playing pickleball. There is a group that loves to play pickleball. And then the left hand there, that's the pickleball group as well that was part of some tournament. And Mike Belanger, our fitness manager, he also has taken residents out hiking at one event called Seek the Peak. They hiked 3 different consecutively different days, but hiked 3 different mountains. And they'll do yoga classes at York Beach. So he really incorporates being outdoors. He also does a series called Deep Dive Series. So he'll either go into topics like all core exercises and all balance exercises. He'll really dive deep in that. So I can't say highly enough, the whole fitness center is just incredible. They're there to offer personal training as well. So really whatever you like, the fitness instructors are terrific. But so speaking of outdoors, we do have wonderful walking trails here. They are 3 miles long. So we purchased the 22-acre parcel of land right across the way. So we were able to expand our own walking trails. You'll see on the bottom of the screen where it says RiverWoods, that is our building. The yellow trails are the original trails. And then because we were able to purchase that land, we were able to expand all the colorful trails. So they are 4-foot wide bark mulch trails. They're set in beautiful, serene pine trees there. So the trails are terrific. Residents take their dogs out there. Now we're looking, this is the Creativity Art Studio. This is a portion of it. It's really kind of 2 separate rooms. So there's an array of social, educational, cultural activities, including in-person. I think I mentioned we do bring in an art instructor here. She teaches anything from drawing to watercolor to acrylic painting classes. So there's lots of opportunity. And then this is quite a list of resident initiatives. RiverWoods is very resident driven. And so our role here is really to partner with the residents to help them facilitate, whatever goals they have. We do have a number of resident committees, and then we have resident affinity groups. So I'm just going to run down through some of the resident committees. We have resident council here. We have an events committee that also underneath the events committee is the art committee. We have a dining committee, gardening committee, employee appreciation, UNH liaison committee, trails committee, and then music is very important to the community. We have about 35 residents that are part of the choral singing group. And we did bring in an outside instructor, and she's fantastic. She also teaches piano lessons. The concerts are amazing. We have an upcoming concert on Monday. There's a walkers and hikers group. Every Saturday they get together. They'll go someplace far, like they'll go to Castle in the Clouds, or they do have a lot of fun. There are 4 different book clubs. We have a lounge on the 4th floor where residents play bridge, mahjong, poker. That lounge can be reserved for a private family or friend function as well. We have a French club, German conversation club, and then a world affairs interest group where residents are bringing in speakers from outside, whether it's speakers from UNH talking about world affairs events. That's very popular. And then we have the River Ramblers. That is our live music group here, made up of residents. They play the ukulele, the auto harp, the guitar. There's again, the woodshop group and birding group. So there's a lot to choose from if you wanted to get involved. All right. So these are just some pictures of this was a future resident event that we've had recently. And it's always nice being able to bring in future residents to meet some of our current residents. And then we had a community, this was a resident-driven community expo. So this is the 3rd year in a row they've done this. They set it up like a trade fair in our multi-purpose room. They have numerous tables set up around the room, and it allows residents to come in and see, really talk to other residents to understand what all of the opportunities are to get involved. And this is just an aerial view of UNH. We are 1.5 miles from the University of New Hampshire. There's a lot of benefits that residents receive from being so close to UNH. We've recently had an in-person event where we had 5 residents talk about the benefits they receive. And those benefits range from anywhere from having interns here, whether that's sports science, exercise science students, or physical therapists, or even a nurse practitioner, RN, social worker, intern. We've had a lot of UNH interns here. Residents also audit classes at the university. They take advantage of using the university's pool. We're on the Wildcat Transit bus system, so that can take you to all local towns. And this is residents enjoying a football game. The residents love to go to the hockey games, football, basketball games. There's always a lot going on. And then these are 3 residents that were alumni from UNH, and they still are involved and enjoy being involved with the university. So now I'll turn it over to Dan to share with us a little bit about specifics on the apartment.
Thank you very much. Hope everyone is enjoying the presentation. There's always, we say, so much to learn, and an hour really is just a small glimpse of everything the community has to offer. So now really focusing on your homes or apartments here at RiverWoods Durham. So here at our community, all of our apartments ranging in styles from a little over 700 square feet to 1,433 square feet. Our apartments feature full-size kitchens. Our kitchens have either quartz or granite countertops, wonderful large amount of cabinet space, and all fully appliance. So everything from stainless steel refrigerators, stoves, dishwashers, and microwaves are part of all of our apartment styles. We also feature full-size washer and dryers in each apartment, even though we have housekeeping that comes and will do your flat linen and towels bi-weekly. Full-size washer and dryer available in each apartment. They're a stackable option right in one of the closets inside, and that's all apartment styles here at RiverWoods Durham. Individually controlled heating and air conditioning. We are newer construction. Again, the community opened in November of 2019. So we have our units are very quiet, and that's really important to a lot of our residents. And you can control your own heating and air conditioning at any time. Many of our apartment styles also feature wonderful solarium, so 3-window solarium, so letting in lots of natural light. We have a lot of south-facing apartment styles, and residents love those for the natural light that comes in for a good portion of the day. Closet space is also a #1 concern of a lot of people that are downsizing, moving from larger homes to apartment style living. So we have wonderful walk-in closets in all of our apartment styles, from 1 bedroom all the way up to 2-bedroom apartments. The 2-bedroom apartments also have 2 walk-in closets, so it's a really nice feature, along with coat closets and additional storage in some of the bathrooms as well. Of course, we have a full sprinkler and fire safety system. We want our residents to feel very safe in the community. And of course, one of our #1 things is Wi-Fi access available throughout the entire community. We also have a resident IT specialist that helps all of our residents when they move in, and also when they're here living in the community. And that takes off a big burden for a lot of residents or family members to help them as they need assistance. This particular style is our Ellis apartment style. This features about 1,000 square feet, or just over 1,000 square feet. It's one of our most popular styles at RiverWoods Durham. We call this a 1-bedroom apartment style with den, and it's also 1.5 bathrooms as well. So the nice feature of this apartment, as you walk in, the half bath is on the right from the bottom, and then you'll move directly into our living room space. So living room dining space is kind of a shared space. Again, since we have wonderful dining programs, many of our residents sometimes won't even include a dining table. They'll just eat at the kitchen bar, the kitchen counter area, but each resident likes to design their apartment or home a little bit differently. Moving forward to the wonderful solarium, we also have some apartment styles that have balconies on our upper floors and the larger 2-bedroom styles. And then we have walkout patios on our first level. So those residents sometimes that have feature dogs or just a little easier access to walk directly outside. But we are fully elevator accessible for the rest of the community as well. On the right-hand side, you'll see a lovely open concept kitchen. All of our kitchens in all apartment styles are open concept. So featuring, again, the granite or quartz countertops and the stainless steel appliances. This has on the left-hand side our master bedroom, which is a very good size, would feature either a king or queen or a full-size bed in our apartment styles, wonderful set of windows. The other feature that I think is a really nice benefit here at RiverWoods Durham because of new construction is the 9-foot ceiling heights. A lot of our people that come on tours are really, it's one of the wonderful features along with 6-foot windows. So really nice size. Nice large walk-in closet. Some are customized, some are just standard. And then the master bathroom, you'll see featuring traditional standalone showers are the standard here at RiverWoods Durham. And then you'll see the washer, dryer unit, linen closet. And then all the way to the right is our den, featuring an additional closet space as well. So this is our most common style, our Ellis apartment here. Taking you inside from a floor plan perspective to actual setup and furniture. This is as you enter, looking through the living room area to the solarium ahead. So featuring a really nice space, counter space from the bar height on the right-hand side from the kitchen. So a full customized kitchen. And you'll see different flooring styles as we go through some of the slides. Typically, we would either have carpet, luxury vinyl, or engineered hardwood as different styles. And then all of our bathrooms are tiled. As we continue moving forward, this is showing the kitchen area here. And this is our Ellis apartment style again. So really an oversized kitchen for a smaller apartment. So most people are always amazed at the wonderful size of our kitchen space. And again, some residents still do cook and others use our dining space. So it's just a nice looking spot if you're not using it at all. Have to do the case. This is our den on the Ellis style apartment. A lot of our residents will use the den sometimes as a sitting room, an office space, or even a TV room. Some residents will use it as a bedroom, as an alternative to the larger bedroom. And then some will also have a pull-out sofa or some type of bedding option if they have visitors coming from out of town. Grandchildren especially are the #1 visitors here at RiverWoods Durham. So a lot of our residents will have their grandchildren and they'll stay in their apartment. We also have 2 guest suites here at RiverWoods Durham, something I hate to not mention. So if you do have people visiting and you don't want them in your apartment, we do have 2 guest suites that are available to rent on a nightly basis. This is our master bedroom. Again, showing this looks like a queen size bed, but still a really nice size space with large 6-foot windows. So offering lots of natural light into the master bedroom space. And then this is our bathroom. You'll see all the tile, the granite countertop, the standalone shower, linen closet to the far right. And on the left here behind these doors is our washer and dryer. That is our stackable option. And again, this is our Ellis style apartment, but these bathrooms are very similar in a lot of our apartment styles. As you move up to larger 2 bedrooms, they would have a double sink available in the master bedroom as well. And then I have Therese kind of cover a few more things about why a CCRC is a great decision for your future.
Okay. And I just want to mention, please, as hopefully you're thinking about your questions, down on the bottom of your screen is the Q&A box. Dan and I would be happy as we wrap up this webinar to go through what the questions that you have on your mind. So please go down to the bottom area, the Q&A. But I just want to wrap it up with why a CCRC. Most importantly, it provides community and peace of mind. So you have the peace of mind of knowing where your healthcare will come from when and if you need it down the road. You'll know the quality of care that you'll receive. Our nurses and all of our clinical staff, they will be familiar with you, so you will know exactly who is providing that care. And community can't be overstated at this point. Dan and I both hear from so many people really after feeling isolated from the period with the pandemic in their home. They've really come to the conclusion that community is very important. And it's, as we talked about, it's very easy to socialize, to make friends here. It's a very welcoming and supportive community. And you get to stay in control. You have the highest level of independence by coming here to Riverwoods. A lot of times people say, I'm staying in my house to continue to remain in control. But if you stop driving down the road, if your friends move away, if you don't want to drive in the evening, you're sort of limited in what you can do. By being in Riverwoods, you really are getting your highest level of independence and you're remaining in control. And it's a smart financial decision with the high asset preservation, with the predictability and certainty of knowing no matter what changes may occur in your health, you will know exactly how much that will be. And then the continuum of healthcare to meet whatever the future brings. So as I mentioned, we have a large rehab gym here with physical therapists, occupational therapists. We have, if you need respite, if you're not feeling well and you need to recover temporarily, you have that available in Newfound Lodge, our healthcare center, and then you can go back to your independent apartment. So the continuum of healthcare is there as much as you need. So great, thank you. We do see that we have a few more questions coming in. Dan and I will now jump into the questions. So Tom and Susan, thank you for joining today. I will reach out to you this afternoon, but I'm so happy that you jumped in on this webinar today. Karen, I'll take this first one, Dan, then you can take the next one. Karen asked, can you start in a larger apartment and move to a smaller one or vice versa? Yes, that is available. We do have what's called an internal wait list. So we do allow residents who do choose to change the size of their apartment. There's protocols around that, but they can put themselves on an internal wait list.
The next question that came through is, what are the current anticipated wait times for each apartment style? We have 3 here, 1 bedroom with den, and 2-bedroom apartments. So we do not have any cottages here at RiverWoods Durham. That's a question that's frequently asked as well. The current wait times are anywhere between 3 to 5 or a little over 5 years based upon the apartment style that residents are looking for. Typical process for people that are interested in RiverWoods Durham or any of our RiverWoods communities. The first step is a financial qualification based upon the apartment style that you'd be interested in. Once people are financially qualified, we would move to a future resident agreement, and a deposit of 10% of the entrance fee is required to be put on the wait list. And then an apartment offer based upon the timeline is kind of how that would work. When the timeline comes, an apartment is offered, there would be a second financial qualification as things change over time, and then a medical qualification, which is both physical and cognitive, that each resident, if it's couple or individual, would come in and meet with our nurse practitioner. So that's a key component to that we want to make sure our residents are able to live independently and live the best life that they can. So I'm sorry, I expanded a little more than the time period, but it gives you a little more detail.
Okay. And Karen, thank you for the question on the art teacher. Her name is Annie Stone. There is not a fee for the art class. There are not fees if it's something that we're holding in-house. If it's something that RiverWoods has arranged. We have numerous off-site opportunities and off-site events, but like next week, the group is going to the Portland Symphony Orchestra Magic of Christmas in Portland, Maine. So there would be a nominal fee for that event, and they'll all take a large coach bus, and then they'll go out to a wonderful restaurant after. So that's one of the great events they do. They go down to the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. They just went to the Frank Lloyd Wright homes near the Currier Museum. So there's lots of opportunities to get involved.
There was another question that came through about paying for physical health center guidance or equipment regime. or weight loss. I would assume this is dedicated to fitness. So as residents move into the community, our fitness manager or one member of their team will meet with the new residents and really do an evaluation, really work with each resident to see what components of equipment that you need to learn, really put you into a different class style. We have 3 different class styles, or we call levels, everything from bronze, silver, and gold. So we really try to meet the needs of each individual resident. Some residents will also take additional fitness classes. Most classes are all included in your monthly service fees. If you wanted one-on-one training, those sometimes will be additional fees. And our fitness team really does work on a full balance of life, strength and balance being the #1, but also a little bit on eating habits and different things and nutrition as well. So, and just even added a new feature, they're doing some new boxing programs here at RiverWoods Durham. So kind of exciting to see how that's going to work.
Thank you, Marcia, for your question. Yes, there is storage available for bicycles and kayaks. We do have a lot of residents who do bike and a lot that do use their kayaks. We store those in our garage. I will mention that we do have 2 underground garages we were able to build, and we also have a covered carport that has an additional 16 spots in the covered carport. So with the kayaks, we're a 1/4 of a mile from Oyster River. Residents love to put their kayaks right in there, and it opens up to Great Bay.
And another question that came through, can people be on a wait list at both RiverWoods Durham and RiverWoods Exeter? Very good question. So the answer is yes. At this point in time, if you are interested in a wait list at both communities, you do have to deposit at both communities. So you would have to do a 10% deposit at RiverWoods Durham and a 10% deposit at RiverWoods Exeter to be on either wait list, as each community kind of runs itself separately, even though we're under the RiverWoods umbrella. We also have a 3rd community called RiverWoods Manchester as well, with as another option for residents or future residents or future prospects.
All right. Well, it looks like that is it for the questions. Thank you again for all taking the time to learn about RiverWoods Durham. Dan and I would welcome any of you to reach out to us if you'd like to come in and see the community. I know there's a few of you on the list that already have your appointment scheduled to come in to have a tour. We'd be very happy to sit down, talk with you, find out what's important to you, show you the common areas, show the community, as well as specific apartments. So thank you again. Hopefully this was helpful, and please reach out to us. We welcome you reaching out and would be happy to provide more information. Thank you.
I also just want to mention, we also, for any upcoming events, always just check out our website at riverwoodsdurham.org. It will give you upcoming opportunities for educational opportunities to learn more about different aspects of CCRC. And then also some events that have gone by. So if you want to see some events that have been in the past, we do have those listed on our site as well. So it's a great resource for information going forward. So, but Teresa and I thank you for your time today, and please keep in touch with any questions, or like she said, if you'd like to set up a future tour, we'd love to have you come and visit.